Casey the Game Nerd back at you with another pickups video. This video is going to focus on one Craigslist deal, a massive deal that I got for $400. It came with 325 games and 25 systems, most of them being handhelds. But that breaks down to about $3 a system and about $1 each per game. So I could not turn this deal down. And it wasn't a deal where I offered $400. The guy told me $400. Take everything or nothing. It was one of those type of deals. And it seemed a little bit fishy at first because the Craigslist ad was just a guy trying to offload his video games. He mentioned some systems like Nintendo, N64, GameCube, PlayStation, but he didn't have any pictures, list of games, nothing. And he was just like, take it all or nothing. Sometimes you don't reply to that because it seems fishy, but the only way to reply to this was via email because he didn't leave anything else, no text or cell phone number or anything like that. So I decided to contact him and say, hey, I'm in the Kent area and I want to meet up, at least check out the video games, see what you have. It was just amazing when he brought everything. He just had all these like duffel bags and backpacks full of systems and games. And he told me he used to garage sale for several years and just grab a bunch of video games. His children and grandchildren used to play them, and now they just moved on to newer systems. And I guess that's why he has a lot of multiple copies of certain titles. He just got them cheap and hoarded them. But luckily he gave it to me for a really good price. I made a new contact because he told me that he's still garage selling because he's a retired vet and it's just kind of his hobby doing that. And he'll grab some video game lots if they're cheap and then he'll give me a call. So probably next summer maybe I'll hear from him and he'll hook me up with some other awesome deals. But in the meantime, let's check out all the stuff that I got from him. Here are all the Super Nintendo games that were included in the lot, along with a Super Nintendo system with a Super Game Boy. All the cords, accessories were included, along with 2 controllers. There's almost 50 games here, and just looking at these titles, I just wish I started garage sailing several years ago when this guy started, because I mean, I bet he was picking these up all the time because he has so many copies of them. I mean, we got 6 copies of Super Mario World. We got 3 copies of Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, a Mario Paint, a Mario Woods. We got 5 copies of Super Mario All-Stars, several copies of Donkey Kong Country, 3 copies of Donkey Kong Country 2, 2 copies of Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2, a Super R-Type, Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, Secret of Evermore. I'm surprised he only had 1 Mario Kart, but 1 Super Mario Kart. And then we got Earthbound here. I was surprised to see this and really happy because this is almost a $200 game right now, and that pays for about half the entire lot. I mean, half of everything. So altogether pretty good. And when we got Super Mario All-Stars and Super Mario World Combo Kart, we have Super Mario RPG, Star Fox, Illusion of Gaia, Mortal Kombat, 2 Mortal Kombat 3s, Killer Instinct, Primal Rage, Final Fight, Fatal Fury, and also 3 boxed games. And these do have the manuals. We have Donkey Kong Country 2, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and Final Fantasy 2. Amazing lot of Super Nintendo games here. These are all the N64 games that were included in the lot. Lots of good titles here. We got some 007, some Super Mario 64s, Mario Karts, and keep in mind these were all purchased by the seller from garage sales, so he got these for pretty cheap, I'm assuming, especially since he started several years ago, and luckily he gave it to me for a good deal too. That's pretty much why he has some of these titles with multiple copies, like Star Fox and the Mario titles. Well, over here we have the N64 system, the standard one, with an atomic purple controller and a green controller. We have a couple Turok 2 Seeds of Evil. And then here are the more common titles. We got Aero Fighters Assault, Command and Conquer, Sub-Zero, Wheel of Fortune, NBA Showtime, Quake 2, Wave Race 64, World Driver Championship. We got actually a few Cruisin' USAs. We have Star Wars Rogue Squadron, Winback, Rampage World Tour, a couple Cruisin' Worlds, and then here we start getting into the really good titles. We got GoldenEye 007, couple Mortal Kombat 4s, Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, Aiden Chronicles, Banjo-Kazooie. We got Namco Museum, Battle Tanks, Duke Nukem, Gex 64, Gex 3, Star Fox 64, couple copies. Got Castlevania, Bomberman Hero, Yoshi's Story, Bust-A-Move 2 Arcade Edition. We got Ogre Battle 64, pretty hard title to get. Couple Donkey Kong Racings. We got 3 Super Mario 64s. We got 4 Mario Karts. So these are getting pretty pricey, especially they're going to go up during the winter season because lots of people want to buy them as Christmas presents and whatnot. Then we got Donkey Kong 64, Zelda Ocarina of Time, Paper Mario, Super Smash Bros., Kirby 64, and Mario Party 2. We also got a couple complete in box games, 007 World Is Not Enough, and Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. So over 55 games total here. These are all the handheld items that were included in the lot. There are 90 games here and 19 handheld systems. So let's start over here at the top corner. There's a lot of Pokemon games. We have a complete in box Pokemon Red that's kind of beat up, but at least it has a game in there and the manual. We have 3 loose Pokemon Reds. We have 2 Pokemon Blues, a Pokemon Yellow, a Gold, a Silver, a Crystal. We have Dinosaurs, Cubics, 2 Super Mario Bros. Deluxe carts. We have The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, one of my favorite Zelda titles. Then we got some bootleg Pokemon games. We have Pokemon Leaf Green, Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby. Those are all bootlegs, including this Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3. That's bootleg. And then these are Pokemon hacks. So these are hacks of Pokemon games. So these are not officially released Pokemon titles here. There's 5 of them total. I've yet to try those out, so I'm sure the battery function does save. And we have Sonic Advance 1, 2, 3. We have Pokemon Sapphire, Fire Red, Emerald version, and these 3 are legit. We have Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, 3. Then we have Mario Kart, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Sonic Advance, oh no, that's Sonic Battle, and then Sonic Advance and Sonic Pinball Party Combo Kart. We have Wario Land 4, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Metal Slug, Mario Advance 1, 2, 3, and 2 copies of Mario Advance 4. So really good titles here. We got Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, Kirby The Amazing Mirror, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Mario Pinball Land. We got Super Mario Land 2, the original GB cart. That's one of my favorite titles for the original Game Boy. We got Donkey Kong Land 3, Pac-Man, Frogger. We got Contra here, but this is a Japanese version of Contra. And then we got Operation C. We got Castlevania Adventure, Alleyway, and WarioWare Twisted. Now down here we have a couple wireless adapters for the Game Boy SP and Advance. We have Tetris and a lot of these filler GBA titles that I won't mention. I mean, we got a couple decent ones like Sword of Mana, but that one does have some what appear to be dog bites on them, but it does work. I tested it. We got this little cool Game Boy Pocket keychain looking thing. We got a yellow Game Boy Pocket, red Game Boy camera. We got a couple DS lights, one original DS, two OG Game Boys. One of them's not working, the one that's flipped around. We got 3 Game Boy SPs and 5 GBAs and 5 Game Boy Colors. Then over here we have New Super Mario Bros., Pokemon Heart Gold, Pokemon Pearl, Diamond, and Dragon's Quest. That one's number 9. Then we got some loose ones here. We got Animal Crossing, Cooking Mama, 2 Metroid Prime Hunters, and 1 loose New Super Mario Bros. Here's the nearly 90 GameCube games that were included in the lot, along with 2 GameCube systems. We got the Indigo Purple GameCube, came with the Jet Black controller and a Wavebird along with the receiver. Also included down here is the Game Boy Advance player, and it'll also play Game Boy games, along with the disc that you need to run that. So that's pretty cool there. Then we got 2 Platinum controllers along with the Platinum GameCube. Now I won't go over all the disc-only titles. I'll go over a few of them, the more notable ones. We got 3 X-Men games here. We also have a couple Super Monkey Balls. We got Zelda, Ocarina of Time. We have the Pikmin, Kirby Air Ride, Mario Power Tennis, Animal Crossing, and then just a bunch of filler titles. I mean, there's some good ones, some Star Wars games, some kid games, Hulk, Crazy Taxi. Nothing too notable there. Up here we have Fantastic Four, NBA Courtside 2002, Jimmy Neutron. We have Star Wars Rebel Strike, NBA Street Volume 2, Call of Duty 2, Madden 07. We got Tarzan, Casper, Chicken Little, Karaoke Revolution Party. And we got some good games over here. We got The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords, Mario Party 7, Luigi's Mansion, 2 Zelda Wind Wakers. We got Paper Mario, Mario Superstar Baseball, Star Fox Assault, Mario Power Tennis, Super Mario Strikers, Pokemon XD, Pokemon Coliseum, Mario Kart Double Dash, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Monkey Ball 2, Sonic Mega Collection. We got Tony Hawk, we got Mega Man, Network Transmission, Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2, we got Spyro, Tie 2, Jeremy McGrath's Supercross World. We have a couple Medal of Honor games, Namco Museum, and Lego Star Wars. This is a lot of GameCube games. Here are the NES titles that were included in the lot, and we have a Game Genie as well. Start up at the top, we got Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, we have Werewolf the Last Warrior, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1943, which is a shmup game. We have Dragon Warrior, Bad Dudes, Ultima Quest of the Avatar, Mega Man 6, Chrysalis, Starship Hector, which is not a common game to find. I've only encountered this maybe 2 or 3 times throughout my collecting. We also have Legend of Zelda, 2 copies of it, Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link,
Then we got Big Nose Freaks Out, which is surprisingly like a $40 to $45 title online right now. And don't get this confused with Big Nose the Caveman. That is different. This is Big Nose Freaks Out. So if you ever find this, make sure you grab it. These are the PlayStation items that were included in the lot. 28 games total, along with 2 systems. We got a PS2 and a PS1 system. All the cables and accessories, controllers were included. They're just not shown here. We got NBA Street Volume 2, 2 copies of God of War 2, SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, SOCOM 3, Star Wars Episode 3, Black, Red Dead Revolver, GTA San Andreas, GTA 3, Medal of Honor Vanguard, Final Fantasy X2, Sonic Mega Collection Plus, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Heroes, Burnout Revenge, Soul Calibur 2 and 3, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, Jak 2, Beautiful Joe, Tekken 4, Burnout 3, 2 copies of that, and then we got some compilation discs. We got Taito Legends, that has like 28 plus games, Capcom Classics Collection, over 20 games, and then we got Metal Slug Anthology.